For nearly 10 years, Nora Harper lived quietly beside her elderly neighbor, Mr. Delaney, in a sleepy little suburb. Their houses were nearly identical, their small backyards divided by a tall, aging wooden fence, gray planks, rusted nails, ivy crawling down the slats like veins. They spoke rarely. He mowed the lawn every Sunday. She tended her roses every Tuesday. Peaceful, silent, almost forgotten. Then one Thursday night, the fence began to knock. It was exactly 10 o'clock. Nora was slicing apples for a pie when she heard it. Knock, knock, knock. Slow, measured, coming from the center of the fence. She looked up through her fogged kitchen window. No wind, no branches swaying, just the empty yard and the moon cutting across the cold grass like a silver knife. Softly, she called out, "Delaney?" No answer. The next night, the sound returned, louder this time. She stepped outside, heart pounding, called again. Silence. Then a single, light knock, perfectly timed, as if answering her. It became a nightly rhythm. 3 knocks one night, 1 the next. Then came scratching, always from the same spot on the fence. Her dog, Jasper, began reacting first. Every evening he'd sit by the back door, growling, fur bristling long before the sound began. One night he snapped his leash and clawed at the dirt near the corner of the fence, barking wildly. When Nora finally reached him, he froze, completely still. His eyes were glassy, fixed on a small hole between the boards. She followed his gaze with her flashlight and saw a pale hand slip backward into the dark, leaving a slick red smear across the wood. By morning, she found a note sticking out between the fence planks. The letters were shaky, ink bled from dew. "Please stop digging. It's waking her up." Nora's breath caught. She hadn't been digging. That night, whispers began. Soft, playful giggles rising and falling in unnatural rhythm. The sound wasn't coming from behind the fence. It came from beneath the ground. Pressing her ear to the wood, she could swear she heard laughter moving through the soil. Her voice trembled. "Delaney, is this some kind of joke?" 2 whispers answered together. One close, right against the fence. The other far, deep below. Both said the same words. "He said you'd help us." The next day, Jasper disappeared. The leash torn. Tiny paw prints circling the same patch of earth beneath the fence. Nora dropped to her knees, digging with bare hands, screaming his name. The ground smelled like metal and rot. Finally, her fingers brushed soft fur and something harder, a small bone. She ran to Delaney's front door. No reply. Curtains drawn. That same sweet, rotten smell seeped through the cracks. Minutes later, flashing red and blue lights swept across both houses. Police entered and came out carrying a stretcher. One whispered to her quietly, "He's been dead for weeks, maybe 3. The reflections of the sirens cut through her yard, dividing the fence into 2 colors, one still, the other faintly shifting. That night, Nora couldn't sleep. Every creak in the house felt deliberate. Every gust of wind whispered like laughter brushing past her window. Then came the knocking again. But this time, it didn't stop. She stepped outside. Her flashlight trembled. The fence seemed to breathe, the planks bowing outward as though every heartbeat came from within. The air was damp and sweet, like sugar and death. Jasper's name was carved on one of the boards, letters deep, wet, still dripping with something too dark to be sap. Then she heard it, his voice. "Nora, help me, please." A sudden crack split the silence. A board snapped loose, whipping outward. Behind it, an eye. Wet. Glossy. Wide. Not Jasper's. Not Delaney's. Smaller. Younger. Alive. It blinked. Then smiled. "He said you'd finish burying me." The fence erupted, soil churning, planks splitting like broken ribs. From the earth crawled a small figure, drenched in mud, clutching something red and furry in its trembling hands. A child's shape. Half bone, half fresh, moving flesh. The thing smiled too wide as it placed Jasper's collar into Nora's palm. Then it whispered, "You woke us all up!"